Is recording. Hello, hello.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, sweet.
Okay.
Right.
Wow. I think that's my nature. I'm starting every single one with this.
Nice.
We've got to.
Got to.
You go ahead. Intro.
Intro. Welcome to the Cosmic Consciousness Pod, episode 2. Dos.
So,
What's about today, Sam?
quantum entanglement.
Shout out, Jada.
Or like
For teaching us what entanglement means.
less dangerous entanglement.
Correct.
I think. Well,
wrap your head around some things.
So what do you, while I'm kind of shuffling, what do you know or understand about entanglement and quantum entanglement?
Ooh. This is like a surprise to me how we're operating with today's pod. So to me, it means like I would go back to like I've read and come to the understanding from my own personal beliefs that we have multiple lives, like a lot of past lives. We could have done this hundreds of times, if not thousands of times, and there could be things that we've left undone in other lives, maybe some traumas or some stuff from ancestors that maybe get put onto us, and that could be part of our entanglement, like the cat is in the chore right now. Yeah, so I think you could get entangled in a lot of different probably dimensions.
Yeah.
12, 13, however many dimensions. There could be entanglements in other places. I think there's a lot of stuff. It could be a lot of things.
Yeah.
That's why we'll never know it all.
Right. Well, I think that's like that's the thing right now with this coming out is because a lot of people have said we can't possibly communicate or remember or connect to other dimensions, wavelength frequencies.
Yeah.
And the argument was we can't measure it. Well, yes, we can.
By the way.
Now we've measured it, and so
Yeah.
that's where we're kind of talking about is how that works, and a lot of the different understandings of it are telepathy, are like the memory in water.
Okay.
And how it's
like water does flow and have all kind. You can talk to your water. I've read about that a lot.
Oh my gosh, yeah,
Yeah.
it's a good meditation technique. Love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's a famous. Well, I think it's famous because I have a bunch of kids, but Olaf from Frozen says water has memory.
Yeah.
And he talks about how, like, he says this really long philosophical thing kind of in the background. And he's like, water has been through 4 other humans before us. And it's just kind of ignored and moved on. He's like, water has memory. But that ends up being the whole point of the whole thing. And it's about how the water has carried the message. And so now we're finding that atoms, when
everything is made of,
when they connect, they remember.
Okay.
And they can keep that connection even if there's separation physically.
Yeah.
And okay, it's getting a little ahead, but time does not.
Yeah. But time doesn't exist on the other side. Like when you've had experiences with the other side, there's no such thing. Even when you're in the 3D and you're like at the beach or doing something you incredibly enjoy, like you forget to look at time, and time just doesn't seem to exist at that point. So it's the same type of thing. I was watching a podcast with Matthias De Stefano the other day, and he was talking about one of his beliefs. He's somebody that remembers all of his past lives. That's what kind of unlocked my belief around, okay, maybe I've done this once or twice, or you go places and you have that like the deja vu, and they're like, oh, it's probably because you're having a memory.
Yeah.
He thinks like when we cross over, that our atoms, like all the different bubbles that we have, all the different energies, can get dispersed amongst the universe, amongst other humans, amongst other things that are living. That also could be another form of the quantum entanglement. And then you have memories like when you go places and you just feel like you've been there before, you meet somebody you feel like you've known forever.
Yeah.
They could have part of your past life DNA or cell structure that you like dispersed into the universe as you crossed over one time, and then you meet certain people and you do certain things and you have those type of so that kind of blew my mind a little bit.
Yeah, because that is kind of
We live in trillions of cells. Then when we just like when we pass or cross over and our energy, transmutes, those cells like disperse, and those memories that we have from this lifetime get spread out, and other people could have those other, like I said, places or
people we haven't met.
correct, could like somehow have part of your cells and your memories, and that's why we only remember. He was saying that's why it could be that we only remember certain things, and then sometimes you meet that other person, and the other part of that memory now becomes whole because like they were holding the other part of the memory that you couldn't remember.
Yeah.
Or you go to a place that you just feel incredibly like I've been here, and like that place may hold one of those memories that could have been scattered to that. I feel like it's what happened to me when I went to Rome.
Yeah.
When I went to Colosseum. I felt like a part of my memory was there because it talked to me as soon as I got there.
Yeah.
I was like, that was like the first place I can really remember like that's something very specific happening, where a different voice came in. I was like, that's not the normal voice that's talking to me. You know, you have a couple, but like this one was a completely different one. I was like caught off guard a little bit, but like felt okay. I've been on a journey ever since that point, like my fitness wise. But
yeah, yeah, that's really. I hadn't thought about it in the not meeting in this physicality
right.
time. Like
In my mind, he
into
said
my
that he's
mind.
like, we have trillions of cells. That's been proven through science. We're bubbles,
Yeah.
and those bubbles, like something has to happen to all that energy
Yeah.
and all that memories and everything. So he feels like it just gets dispersed and spread out, kind of like the wind just takes it, and then wherever it lands, it lands. So whoever it lands on, like, could get part of it or something, you know?
Gosh, yeah, like the trees.
Yeah,
Like maybe you were.
like the neural network under the like
Oh, don't get
my
me
seeing, you know what I mean? So
mushrooms.
yeah, but it all connects, like, and everything's all connected. Like that's another way that things would maybe all connected. We maybe get fragments of everybody
Yeah.
as they disperse or their energy transmutes or all the different lifetimes that have happened. So there's a lot of things that it could be, can be,
Yeah.
will be, should be, probably is. Who knows?
Who knows? Yeah, I think when it comes to quantum entanglement, I think a lot of people are considering it only in the physical.
Right.
And you're right, that energy cannot, I mean, we know matter can't be destroyed.
It cannot die.
It can't
So it
die.
just transmutes.
Right. And it's got to go somewhere.
Yeah.
It's got to turn into something. And like, it makes sense that it would kind of burst in that way of like, I'm shedding this lifetime and now you're pure again. So all the things from this lifetime would fall away.
Right. Then your memory falls away. Then you gotta pick it back up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. Okay. How do you know? Do you experience, besides that moment in Rome,
Yeah.
do you experience those um, moments where you know something is significant or important or someone or an event? And like, what does it look like?
To me, it's feeling. So like when I get around somebody that I've never met before, but like you just have this feeling of this energy, like I'm supposed to talk to this person, or I'm supposed to go over there and say something,
Yeah.
or I'm supposed to do something. So to me, it comes from like a feeling, or just like a knowing that feeling of a knowing that comes.
Yeah.
And it's different places, different people, different events. I think just like, and then a lot of it's when I just sit and get quiet and ask like what I'm after, like stuff just starts showing up like wildly. Like the universe will always provide and answer answer your prayers or your requests, if you will. And so that's a big part of it for me is just like the feeling, but also just knowing what I'm after and then asking the universe to align me with that people, person, place, thing.
Right.
And it all
You're
shows up.
already like creating the alignment.
Yeah, but sometimes you feel it though. You just get around people and you're like, okay, this person's supposed to be around me for some reason.
Yeah.
And I feel like everybody comes into our life for some reason. It could be anything, but it's to learn something.
Yeah.
You know, I think everything that happens is like a learning experience and it's supposed to happen. Everybody's brought to you, every place you go, like you're always in the right place at the right time.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree.
If you operate from that way, it's a lot easier to get through life too.
Right.
Just in a general basis. Like you're always feeling like you're running late, or you're always feeling like this, or you're always feeling like that. Like it's just a shift in the mindset. Like, no, I'm always where I'm supposed to be. When traffic sucks, I'm like, that's keeping me out of an accident down the road, or like whatever, you know.
That one's a favorite.
Yeah.
I had someone say to me, I was texting him, and he's an incredible body worker here in St. Augustine. His name is Matthew. Shout out to Matthew. Shout out. He's amazing. And I was on my way to see him, and I was super stuck in traffic. It was raining. I was so stressed because I was injured from Ariel and I really needed to see him. And I texted him and I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'm running late. I understand if you can't take me in, it's fine. And he was like, life is still perfect. Be safe. And I was just like, oh. The entanglement. I was just like, life is still perfect. And he wasn't stressed. And so it allowed me to not be stressed. And he was right. It wasn't a big deal.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, that mindset matters.
I says everything, man. You control what you can control, which is like I said. I think we talked about in the first. You don't control a lot of stuff in life. There's very little that we can control. Not the thoughts. It's literally how you react or respond to the events that pop up, and events are always going to pop up.
Yeah.
People are always going to people. Events are always going to happen. So it's like how you just hold yourself and your mind, and like I'm always in the right place. Everything's always working in my favor. I know a lot of people that are like, if it wasn't for bad luck, I wouldn't have any. I'm like, bro, if you keep saying that, you're definitely true. Like,
yeah.
Again, you become what you think about, and whatever you think about most is going to enter the life at some point.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. I don't think luck. I don't know. I don't think luck exists really because I don't think anything's random.
Yeah.
I think there's lots of possibilities and outcomes,
Right.
but they're all kind of accounted for, I guess, or like they're all right.
Yeah.
And like they all lead you to the same place where you need.
There's a lot of different ways to get where you want to go. Yeah.
Right. Exactly. And so like with
They're just having a good time.
okay, they're manifesting playfulness.
Cosito and Cosmo just landing here.
They're the sweetest.
Getting after it.
Okay, so first I want to talk about kind of my experience with it.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't. I think for me, I don't notice until after something's happened, or like it's normally meeting someone or having an interaction where I'll forget the exact details of the interaction unless it's like an important one.
Yeah.
And my whole life, that's how it's been, where I'll forget my first meeting with someone unless. And so that's kind of difficult.
Are you doing different stuff, or are you taking notes? Unless, or is it just like it locks in your mind?
Locks in. Like I can, if I go back and think, do I remember my exact meeting of this person or coming to this place? I will not unless it's significant. So really interesting. And it's funny because my way of finding that out is through like astrology or whatever. I'll like double check that way, or numerology. And it's always like,
you're big on that. Because like when me and Stan first met, she's like, "What's your birthday? What year were you born? What time were you born? Where were you at?" I'm like, "Okay, what's all this about? I need to know your moon phase." Like, started going through that. And I've never really looked into any of that stuff. So now she's got me on a few apps, and I'm like, looking, checking my horoscope daily, see what it says. But down in my moon phase and all that stuff. But
yeah,
it's so interesting. Like, there's so many different ways, and I think whatever you find that lands well with you as a person, just explore that more and dive down, and then when you get astrology, when you think you got that figured out, go to numerology. When you think you got that figured out, go to quantum entanglement. Like there's so many different avenues to explore past life regressions, near death experiences, like how to connect. Like there's so many different ways you can do it, but it's all. I think for me, this whole journey is just about like making me feel good all the time.
Yeah.
Like getting to a place where I'm never stressed, I'm never in a depression or having anxiety or fear or feeling lack or separation. I just want to feel connected and whole and light and good and feeling vibrant all the time. And like I want to be a light when I walk into the room and it feels dark. I want to be that lighthouse that lights it up.
Yeah.
And I've learned that like I have that ability, and we all do. Like we just have to activate some stuff and like get all the crap that's in our body that doesn't need to be there out.
Yeah.
And operate, maneuver in a different way. And a lot of it all stems from a thought.
Yeah.
And then a belief from that thought.
Yeah. You've definitely got me noticing more of my own, like underneath thoughts. I've been doing this for so long.
Right.
But life and then it like piles up when you don't stay on top of it. And so now I'm noticing, oh shit. I'm thinking.
What I just read, it said, as you think, you feel, And as you feel, you radiate.
Yeah.
And as you radiate, you create.
Yeah.
So it's like you become what you think about, and what you think about causes you to feel a certain way. And how you feel is like determining if you're taking action towards something in your life that you really want.
Right.
And a lot of people don't realize like you can have the vision boards, like the affirmations, the chants, like all that stuff. That's probably 5% of your conscious mind. You can be conscious that like, okay, I got this goal, I got this vision board. But that's like 5% of your consciousness.
Yeah.
The other 95% is in the subconscious that like is designed to wreck your life.
Yeah.
It's
Once you
designed to
process it.
predict everything. It's predicting at all times. And like you don't realize that you're focusing on like you may have this goal of like this really nice car,
Yeah.
but your subconscious mind is doing nothing but focusing on the lack or the separation of you not having that car. And you
Right.
may think the goal is the car, but your subconscious mind is programming you like, I'm still separate. I feel distant. And
Yeah.
then you're always like feeling this lack. And the
Yeah.
universe is going to keep bringing you more of what you feel.
Right.
Because Dr. Joe talks about this a lot. He said, this is where I really started to think in terms of energies. Like we are electromagnetic beings. He said your thoughts are electric, feelings are magnetic. That how you think and how you feel broadcasts your signal to
Yeah.
the universe.
Right.
And that made a lot of sense to me. So it's like, okay, go back to the radio or the satellite. Which one do you want to tune into? Well, how do you want the universe to deliver everything to you? How
Yeah.
are you broadcasting your signal? Like,
Yeah.
how are you thinking and feeling? What are your beliefs and how are you sitting in things? That's what's being delivered back. Because as you feel, and that's where the feelings is the most important part because that's what's magnetizing everything to come back to you that way.
Right.
It's like, why is this shit happening? Why is this happening? And other people are just like all happy and everything's flowing. It's just because they just feel genuinely connected to everything, happy about everything, and the universe just keeps delivering how they're feeling.
Right. Exactly.
And if you don't understand how to tap into that subconscious mind, there's a lot of entanglement going on between the conscious and the subconscious, the subconscious and like the majority of our waking days in that subconscious mind.
Yeah.
And there's tricks and ways to learn how to like tap into that and navigate it and unlock it so you can learn how to control it or it's not
Yeah.
controlling you.
That's that neuroplasticity.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's that same thing of creating the connection. So it's like with quantum entanglement, your brain remembers what you repeat and program. And like if we don't take control of it, it
Right.
takes control of us.
And there's things that are programmed in at an early age you don't realize were programmed in. Like
Yeah.
like I said, between like they said 0 or 8 years old or 8 to 12 before the analytical mind forges and really gets developed.
Yeah.
Like we're all just imagination. Then the analytical mind gets developed in our brain at between 8 and 12. That's when we start to pick up on everything, ask questions like why,
Yeah.
what if this, what if that. We start questioning everything. But that's when you hear things, we can't afford that, or money doesn't grow on trees, or this and that, like you just hear it as a fact. And that was a program that was like downloaded into your subconscious mind at a very early age. And then you wonder why, like, you struggle for money later in life. It's because you may think different completely now, but you're pre programmed. You have to go in and unwire those previous beliefs.
Yeah.
And that's where meditation is key. And that's where, like, another reason we wanted to start doing this is to allow and educate and just like what we've experienced. And I learned that,
Yeah.
like, I don't know, you don't have to grow up in the scenario that you grew up in. You don't have to, be the same as your parents or your relatives or
Yeah.
any upbringing. You can be completely different, like
Right.
successfully, like financially, health wise. That's another thing that like really blows my mind when I got into these books about you are the placebo and learning about my brain and body. Like you used to hear things as a kid, it's hereditary. Oh, if your dad's got this, you're gonna have that or that. And like so many people believe that, and what you believe is true.
Yeah.
Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. So like if you're believing that your dad has diabetes and you're gonna have diabetes, like there's a good chance you're gonna have it because you believe that you are.
Yeah.
Or like my dad's going through all kinds of stuff, and I don't believe in the hereditary stuff anymore. That there's certain genes and stuff like that, but shit, man, we're connected to everything and all things. But like also, I can tap into my own health, my own DNA strains. I can activate different things through meditation that I've learned over the years that I've never been taught in school. My parents didn't teach me. Like there's different ways, so you don't have to believe. And like again, go back to COVID. That's when like I really realized how powerful good or bad the mind is. Like when you have fear around something, it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like you're afraid you're gonna get sick and it's gonna be bad. Like I could have been multiple times that all I had was fear around this stupid virus.
Yeah.
And then once I like I'm not doing that anymore, nothing, no sickness.
Yeah.
So it's like you can literally change and just flip it. Like that's the coolest part about being human as well. It's like you're a shitty person right now. A second from now, you can be a good person.
Yeah. Immediately.
You can literally just change it, flip it. I'm not gonna be a butthole anymore. I'm gonna decide to be a good person. And like you make a few changes, you create a different habit system,
Yeah.
formulate some new beliefs, and the next thing you know, you're like off to the races, and you're not the same person. So from
Right.
day to day, second to second, minute to minute, you can change.
Yeah. That's exactly it. Getting stuck.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuckness in the world, I think,
Yeah.
and we don't believe we can change. And it's like it starts to sabotage underneath the
Yeah.
surface of like, oh, it's gonna be like this forever. I'm gonna be sad. I am like my mom. Or like, you look in the mirror one day and you're like, oh, I really do look like my mom. And right then the
Right.
belief comes in of like, I must be
Yeah.
inheriting all these things. And it's catching them, I think, in that moment when you
Right.
start to download them. And I mean, this takes time, like
Yeah.
meditation and consciousness. Hey,
Hey,
that's my weird beverage.
I drink some coffee. Another thing too is like what I've learned is once you have an awareness, like, hey, I don't want to be like this anymore, and you make a decision to change.
Mm-hmm.
You might try for like an hour or a day or maybe a week, but the subconscious mind always wants to pull you right back into the same person you were,
Yeah.
especially if you don't see it happen like right away.
Yeah.
And I think that's where most people fail or give up or kind of hit that rock bottom part or that piece where like shit, this is not going to work.
Right.
Like you have that one little bit of doubt, that sliver of doubt that it's not. It's the doubt that or that little disbelief. You have to
Yeah.
erase all that. So like
Yeah.
I don't know. A lot of people are like, man, you're delusionally like you just have belief. I'm like, man, I'm just like I don't allow that one little ounce of doubt or disbelief to enter my mind.
Yeah.
That one little negative piece, I've just been able to eliminate all of it. And if you're always thinking that it's working in your favor, like you can't have any room for the doubt or disbelief in the other areas.
Yeah.
Like Jim Rohn talked about his like self-discipline, consistently can't be inconsistent. So you can't be consistent in some areas and inconsistent in others. At some point, those inconsistent areas will bleed into the other areas and
Yeah.
like bring you right back down.
Yeah.
So if you're truly trying to make a change, you've really got to like change the beliefs,
Yeah.
the awarenesses. You gotta first have an awareness, like, okay, I need to change, I want to change, and then like, okay, what am I? How have I been operating, and what have I been believing? What do I need to change, and then start to really make a path. You have to eliminate all the doubt,
How?
yeah.
How do you do it?
I mean, it's literally in here.
So would you say kind of fake it till you make it? Not necessarily fake it,
Yeah,
but think and then it's almost like daydreaming,
yeah.
like a kid.
It's like I really just sit. For me, it's like, how do I want to feel?
Mhm.
Like I always go back to that. Like, what is my end goal? Like, how do I want to come out of this? What do I want to feel like when I'm done with this, or going to work, or just like career wise? Like, what do I enjoy? That's when I really started like mapping out my perfect day. I'm like,
Mhm.
how do I want to live? Like, I don't think we came here to be put in a cubicle, to like have to work a 9 to 5, to like have to do certain like go to school, go to college, do this, do that, and it's
Mhm.
like they're trying to box every human into the same path
Right.
initially. But it's like, man, some kids aren't built for school. Like I hated sitting in a classroom. I felt boxed. I felt, school was just not my favorite thing ever.
Yeah.
I wanted to be outside. I wanted to be playing. And when I was growing up in the '80s, that's all we did was like ride bikes, and we were outside the whole time. Come back when the street lights come on. So it's completely different than it is now. But
Yeah.
I think it's just all, what do I really want?
Mhm.
How do I get there? Okay, I need to think differently. I need to, and it, for me, it's always like when I want to succeed in something, I find somebody that has succeeded in what I want to succeed in, and I read everything about them, or I go talk to them,
Yeah.
and I literally just ask them, "What did you do?"
Yeah.
And anybody that's above where you're at, like physically, financially, like spiritually, anybody that's like ascended to a consciousness level that's a little bit higher than yours or whatever, you're never going to be talked down to by somebody that's doing better in life than you are.
Right.
You'll only be talked down to, discredited, shit on by people that are below where you're actually even thinking.
Right.
So it's like anybody that has any bit of success, wealth, knowledge, they all want to share it
Right.
for the most part. The
Yeah.
majority of them like are good mentors. You ask somebody to mentor you, you might have to pay them. But at the
Yeah.
same point, like if you're paying somebody that's already done it, successfully knows how to do it, has a track record and a formula and a roadmap, like why would you try to spin your wheels and spend all this money over here on these courses and this and that when you can
Right.
literally go right to somebody that's done exactly what you want to do and you just do what they did with
Right.
your own personality, with your own work ethic and everything else. You have no choice. Brian Tracy talks about in all his books. You have no choice but to be successful if you just do what somebody else has already done.
Right. Well, and that's kind of speaking to the entanglement too, because
Yeah.
when you get close to that person,
Right.
when you're with those people and you're having those conversations with them, there's a higher level that you're gaining.
Yeah.
And like that contact every time is connecting you more and more to that person's vibration.
Osmosis.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
then you're the sum of your five closest friends. Yeah.
Very true.
Yeah. And so last year I lost a lot of friends and they were all people that just weren't aligned with
You
where
just
I'm going.
your frequency's different now.
Yeah.
So when your frequency changes, those that are around you, if they're not vibrating on that same frequency, they're out.
Yeah. It's
And
like
and then the new
magnets.
ones that like are on that frequency will start to show up.
Yeah. They flow right in. It's
Yeah.
really interesting because you can feel that polarity of like, it's hard to stay close to this person. And then eventually
Yeah.
that big split happens. But then when people just kind of flow in,
Yeah.
I
I've got
know.
other friends too. I've got a friend that I met when I was 5 and he was 6, like kindergarten, first grade. And then man, we can go 2, 3, 4 years without talking and then connect right back like we've been best friends forever.
Right.
That's like one of those people that's probably a part of my soul tribe or my soul pack or
Definitely.
whatever,
Yeah.
but like people just come in and then other people just come and go and like they were there for a season or a reason,
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
kind of how I always think of it. Like, okay, that person was there for a reason or a season or whatever it was, and probably learned something or learned how not to be, learned whatever you needed to learn or pick
yeah.
up, you got, and then they just go about it. So I never get bummed out or frustrated, over people or places like that. Like I said, I like to keep my mind very happy, and if you're
Yeah.
always so many people worry about like, I wonder what she's thinking about me, or I wonder what they're saying about me. And it's like it's not for you to even like
Yeah.
it's not for you anyway. Like that's for
Mhm.
them to think about and talk about. So many people get so bent out of shape over, oh, what did that person say about me, or what are they thinking about me? I'm like, what are they thinking about? Like you don't even know they're thinking about you. Man. Yeah, why are you? Well, what are we doing? Like just self
Yeah.
sabotaging, man. Like you can't do it.
That's true. It is
Yeah,
self-sabotage. It's hard though.
it's
Like
not really though when you flip it.
true.
It's like, why am I concerned with what you think about me or
Right.
what you're talking to your friend about? Like it's not for me to even worry about.
Yeah.
Genuinely, I got, we all have our own things and our own
Mhm.
stuff, but so many people, I see it. You can just watch, like when you're at the mall or something, just people watch, the
Oh
airport, just
yeah.
people watch. There's so many people that are like worried. Coworkers, like when you're in a corporate job and it's
Mm.
like this and that and the gossip lanes and the things like, man,
That's
like,
bad.
just focus on what you want to get out of life and figure out how to go get it.
Yeah, the corporate world, that was a big part of my turning point. I
Yeah,
was in the corporate world, got to management, was
yeah,
doing great, amazing. It seemed really insane for me to say, I want to quit and become a doula and a yoga teacher and
right.
homeschool the kids. And but that's what I wanted to do.
Yeah,
And I knew I wanted to do that. I've always wanted to do that from childhood. I've succeeded at work because I like to succeed,
right.
period.
Yeah,
But I was done with that. But the big thing that changed for me was the gossip,
yeah,
the amount of negativity that I was absorbing and
right.
how it was keeping me really, really inauthentic
Yeah,
to just to becoming who I'm meant to
right.
be because I was so wrapped up in everybody's
Yeah.
stuff.
It's so easy, man, to get caught up in that
Mhm.
person, or the flow of the energy of the conversation.
Right.
But it's also like, man, like,
Want to be in
yeah, as
community.
soon as you like feel that like, you know, polarity of like, or the duality of just the tug and pull of like, damn, like I really want to be cool with these people, but they're like, they
Mhm.
always bring me into the like I just had to get out.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons I've been doing mortgages for 22 years and I was always inside of a call center, like cubicle type thing until I started like feel like I was in school again. I was like, man, I feel trapped. I cannot. Then I learned that I could go be outside and just make friends with realtors and not have to be in a cubicle. And I was like, and 11 years ago, I found the company that I'm at now. Like I have been ever since. And it's like now I feel like genuinely it's not work because like I have
Yeah.
no schedule. I can do what I want when I want. Um, but obviously money comes in when I go be successful. But like that's me going and talking to people, making friends, and that's like
Right.
something I enjoy doing. Is genuinely like going and learning why somebody thinks the way they think, why they move the way they move, and what makes their life tick. And you get to learn from everybody and have that genuine curiosity instead of the judgy
Uh,
crap. And that's what like the corporate crap always is, just like the judgmental crap. People always judging somebody else or what that person's doing,
yeah.
judging this, judging that. I'm like, man, instead of judging it, like have fun with it. Like be curious as to why they do that.
Yeah.
And then if you don't like it, don't do it. Like it's
Right.
that simple. You don't have to run your life that way. Like let them
Right.
run their life that way, but just be curious why they do it. And if you don't agree with it, that's like you can
Right.
have a different opinion and still be cool with somebody.
You. That's the
You
thing
can
is.
have a different political view and still be cool with somebody. Like it's we're human, man.
Mhm.
I don't know. One time in my meditation came to me, it was like, what did it say? It was like, I was just in a meditation deep and like this voice came in, it was like human being. That's
Ooh.
what we are. We're like human beings, but most people see like the human being as one thing.
Whoa.
Where
Yeah.
like I saw like, and it was being shown to me in meditation is like, no, there's a human part of us, like the meat suit, like the day to day, the work, the
Mhm.
thing. But the being part of us is like all the stuff that we can't technically see. But it's also like, how are we being?
Mhm.
Like, are we being rude? Are we being happy? Are we being this? There's
Yeah.
like so many different ways to view the human being aspect, but the being part of it is so open to interpret. Like, you can think about, man, we're like beings that have been here for a long time. Like, in
Yeah.
past lives, like, there's so much to the being part. I just want to always like being, like, I always pay attention to how I'm being if
Yeah.
that makes sense. Like the being part of my human, like how am I being? If that makes any sense. Like, am I being frustrated right now? Am I being in fear? Am I being in lack? No, I want to be in abundance. I want to be in joy. I want to be in gratitude. I want to
Yeah.
be in authenticity. I want to be all the higher level vibrating frequencies that I've learned that are higher vibrating than the lower ones. And that allows me to constantly just feel in great shape, feel in a great mood, feel energetic. I have a
Yeah.
lull like middle of the day,
Oh.
like so, it's like the being part. Like that's something I pay attention to. I mean, the nap is cool too. I do it. I mean, I can 20-minute power
That was
nap
a
with the best of them. But yeah, it's like the being. You got to pay attention to like you're more than just a human. Like that's the part that most people don't understand. That the energetic side of all this, the frequency, the vibrations, the energy. It's very real. Like
Yeah.
everything is energy, and that's so hard to like wrap your mind around. Like that chair just sitting there, but it's literally moving.
Vibrating.
It's
Yeah.
vibrating. Just like you
I
know,
try to feel it all the time. Like, can I feel it
it's
vibrating?
like there's so many different like weird ways to connect. Like I've read about cats can see into all 12 dimensions, and that's
Uh-huh.
why they're constantly chasing shit in the house. It's not there.
Mhm.
Like I can't see it. They're always like picking up on an energy or something moving around. I'm like, what are y'all? And then I was like, okay, why are they doing that? I got curious instead of judging these cats. Like, well, they're the weirdos. You know, I'm like, okay, why are you doing this? So I get curious and I read about cats and they're very spiritual creatures. That's why I like
Yeah.
having them around. But they also can get very in tune with their energy. You can communicate that, telepathically, the clairvoyance, the clairaudient. Like you can
Well,
develop
that's the quantum entanglement.
all
That's
the
what.
quantum entanglement stuff. You can like figure out how to do all this stuff. There's so many like masters on YouTube in all these different areas.
Mhm.
Like Matthias is a past life. Like he remembers all of his past lives. So you want to learn how to like maybe dive into some of your past lives. Follow Matthias. If you want to learn how to like astral project and astral travel, that Darius Wright, I think on
Mhm.
YouTube, that guy awesome.
Yeah.
He teaches you like how to get into all the different dimensions and like most of these courses are like 100, $200, but like you learn so much from people that have dedicated their whole life to practice it and
Right.
dial in and get really, really good at it.
Right.
Yeah.
I think the problem has come where people are like, well, we can't prove it. More science
People want to
became
get the science and
religion.
people want to get science or religion and everything. It's
Yeah.
like, again, it goes back to like, how do you want to feel?
Oh, we are craving it.
Like, how do you want to be? Like,
Right.
it's like,
Yeah, you
and,
can just believe it
and then
yourself.
maybe you don't care to believe any of this stuff. That's cool too. It's like you just want to go through the world and hope you never come back here or whatever. Like that's cool too. Like you're gonna have that. But it's like, yeah, you're. I mean, based on like the people I follow and I've read, like it definitely seems like there's too many pictures of people that look just like them like 40 years, like 80,
Yeah.
100 years, like
Like English Kane
yeah,
is one.
Peyton Manning, like he's like all these people go way back. I'm like, yeah, like he's definitely been around before.
Yeah, definitely. That's, I mean, let's see. So to kind of wrap up, there's kind of like this little debate on quantum entanglement. And so we've got Einstein and Bohr are the two scientists who are kind of in this conversation. And Einstein thought it was too weird. Like, he thought there's no way to box this in, which I don't have an opinion on Einstein personally. The work is the work.
I mean, people thought he was weird, but he was with a lot of cool stuff. Yeah, there you go.
I've got a little Einstein kid at home, but he thought it was too weird. Um, but Bohr embraced the kind of openness of it and the exploration that will come.
Yeah.
And now we're here. And now they are showing that there's so many different ways. And like past that part, there's some uses of it that blow my mind. Like, explain. I shall. Once I find. Okay, so one of the main ones is unhackable keys. That doesn't really do much for me, but the satellite transmission of information intentionally. And so they're talking about using it in the government and in like different investigation type things, prisoners of war.
Right. Finding them.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It is becoming, but in that we'd have to be trained.
Right.
Right. Like you have to know how to tap into it because we know we can all do it.
Yeah.
We've measured that it happens, but
most people don't know they can do it. That's the first thing.
And that's why we're
yeah, for sure. But like once I learned I could do that, like me and my wife took a 6 week like astral soul traveling class to learn how to like get in. And like the first week he taught us just to like create this happy place in our mind. Like whatever would make you the happiest person on the planet. Like build it in your mind, and every day you go back to it. Like practice 20 minutes in the morning, 20 minutes at night, creating this place, and every time you go back, add something that would just make it more incredible, more amazing.
Yeah.
So like I had this like island, like kind of like Fiji, Bora Bora type island. I was like, I definitely need a golf course. And like every time I go back, I'm like, oh, I need my cats there. Yeah, obviously the wife here, and then the sickest boat, jet skis for sure. We need all the jet skis, and I'm just creating like so. And the whole thing was like getting back into the imagination, getting out of the analytical, just why this, why that, why. It's crazy. So like it's one of the things my kids used to do all the time that bugged the shit out of me when they were little. They wanted to what if everything. It was called like the what if game.
Yes.
And now I've kind of like flipped it as an adult. And I think what it did for me looking back on it now was like, because most of their what ifs were like, well, what if this catastrophe happens? What if this like horrible thing happens? What if we die here? Like what? It was all these bad things. And I would always have to spin it into like a positive. But like that's how I live my life. It's like, well, what if everything is working out for me? Like, what if everything I desire is like finding its way to me right now? And what if I can't think of the reason how it's going to happen or why it's going to happen or how it's going to be brought to me? It's not for me. And like the more you like look into the stuff, the how is not for us to worry about. It's like decide what it is you want, feel what that would feel like, and if that feels really good, watch how the universe does it.
Yeah.
Just listen and pay attention and just watch the synchronicities, watch the people that show up, watch this happen, watch that happen. And just what if it's all aligning in our favor all the time? And what if you just like had that approach instead of like, what if it's always, bad? What if all this bad stuff's gonna happen? Why is this happening? Why is fools for bad luck it wouldn't have any like man, it's like there's always the other side of the coin.
Yeah, always.
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 And you can always find, like, even the shittiest things.
Hmm. Oh, yeah.
And a lot of it doesn't make sense. Like, parents that lose children at a very young, like that to me does not make any sense. Or like the bad people that, you know, commit horrible crap. They get to like live in jail forever, but like the nicest, coolest people on the planet
Diane.
die really young with some crazy illness or something, or a bad car accident or something. Like that part doesn't. But for some reason, like again, that like it goes back. There's got to be some reason
Journey
that
of Souls will answer that.
something, yeah, the
Because
journey of
it
soul. I
will
mean,
answer that for
yeah,
me. The same. Lost a partner. I was 21. He was 24.
yeah,
Right? Had a baby. We were like living life. And I was like, why? Why?
yeah,
Why? What did, like, I was young, so I couldn't
yeah,
really have time to be a bad person up
right,
until then. And, but if that hadn't happened, all of this
right,
wouldn't have happened. My other children, my life, my career would be different. Everything would just be
yeah,
different. And I wouldn't have met the people I meant to meet.
yeah.
And
Is
I,
that part of your quantum entanglement?
100%, 100%, I
You know what I
still
mean?
feel like what's crazy is I feel like I communicate with him all the time,
Yeah,
and having his child here is a
right,
is a big. I mean, that's literally our
yeah.
energies formed
It's a
into one.
co-creation.
Yeah. So, but I feel that he does communicate with me
Yeah,
and does experience life still
yeah,
through my experience,
yeah,
and he's seeing or feeling or knowing
yeah,
what's going on. And story for another time, but when I died at one time,
yeah,
I saw him,
yeah,
and it was more of a feel, like he was
yeah,
there, direct,
yeah,
and was there to welcome me into that spirit realm if I was gonna come, but
yeah,
didn't. um and that's how I kind of started to understand, no, it's we
yeah,
really do have that connection.
yeah.
They call it quantum spaghetti.
Nice.
I think it's a funny little, because we're all
Noodled up.
We're
We're all noodled up.
um
It's the wiring of the brain. It's the neural network. It's all a neural network of wiring and noodles. You just have to like unwire the bad ones. If you don't like certain noodles, get rid of those noodles and put our noodles in.
so like this new that one's got gluten.
Yeah, the vegan-free noodles.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, so there was a little quote that I thought was really funny
Right.
in one of the articles I was reading, and it says, "The universe is stranger than fiction." And it really is, because I think the more as more time goes on, we see in our media all these old movies and shows and
Yeah.
like books that are talking about what's happening now.
Yeah.
It's a
Simpsons.
Oh my gosh, The Simpsons. That could be a whole episode on its own.
I mean, come on. They predicted everything.
Blows my mind.
Yeah.
There's been so many interviews on that. I'm very curious.
Something like Star Wars, like George Lucas didn't go somewhere, like no all this stuff. Like, come on, man. The Matrix. Like that's
George
my
Lucas's
favorite.
story is very
As I'm saying, the
interesting.
Matrix movie though, like there's so many things in the Matrix. Like when you really go back and watch it for the 85th time or whatever, it's like, man, you catch everything to spoon.
Oh,
There's no there's no
there is
spoon.
no spoon.
So it's like, man, like, and when you really start to do stuff like that and connect with stuff, it's like just man, look at the stars at night.
Mm-hmm.
Do stuff like just go up and look up, like go outside and just look and just watch.
Yeah. Touch a tree.
It's like just undistract yourself for 20 minutes a day and just give it to yourself, just to listen, to sit with yourself, to vibe, feel yourself out, ask your body questions, what's going on,
Yeah.
how you feeling, and then
That's why you got to come
start
together.
making connections. Yeah,
Come together. So to finally wrap that up,
yeah,
in that workshop that I was at last week, and I'm going again this week for the fibromyalgia,
oh yeah,
they actually did talk about exactly what you said: 20 minutes in the morning, 20 minutes at night.
yeah,
The goal is, so with any sort of neurological issue, you want to rewire,
yeah,
right? And so they're discovering the main treatment
yeah,
for fibromyalgia and neuropathy and lots of autoimmune things
yeah,
is 20 minutes of, just like Kyle says, one pointed focused awareness.
yeah,
Um, it's that is all we need to rewire. And it's like you kind of explained of visualizing that place where you start to wire calm into your body. Because the problem with those diseases is it's firing in all cylinders. So
It's very sporadic. It's like firing here, there, and then you get it to connect and like synchronize.
And then you control it.
Yeah.
You're telling it, no, calm.
Yeah.
I'm safe. Calm. And
creating
eventually
calmness in the mind, definitely, it's something you can definitely do. Sure. Like I feel like I'm a very calm person all the time. I'm just very happy, calm. Like that's one thing that Katya had talked about when she met me. She like just gave me this like peace I've never really felt from any other person before. I was like, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
But like that's how I operate. It's like I don't get too up, I don't get too down. You know, I'm a big football fan, and last year, like I finally came to that realization. Like I'm a Jaguar fan, and we lose a lot. So like I used to get, and I realized why I was this way too. So like I would get a little bummed out for a couple of days if they lost.
Yeah.
It looked terrible, and I was like, damn. And then I started to think, I was like, why am I like this? And then I remember back when I was a kid, my dad's a Nebraska fan in college. I'm a huge Nebraska fan because of my dad. And they lost in the 80s or 90s, which they didn't lose hardly ever. It'd be like he wouldn't talk to me and my mom for like a week for the next game. And it was like he wouldn't talk, but like he just had this like you could tell his mood and you could feel the pissed off energy coming from my dad. And he was like pissed that his favorite team lost the game. And I was like, damn, I think I was like ingrained and embedded and wired to that type of like, okay, if my team loses, I got to be upset.
Yeah.
Well, I started to learn last year, like during the Jaguar games, I was like, man, I'm gonna start making videos before every game. I'm gonna put like a preview video, and then after the game, I'm gonna come on, and if we win, I'm like, yeah, I'm like excited, and if we lose, I'm like, no, and then it's like, and then I'm just gonna, that's gonna be it. And like last year, it was the first time in my life at 43, going into 44 years old, that I realized that like I'm not playing the game. Like I'm very invested, and as a fan, you feel like superstitious and everything you're doing is going to make the team win or lose. You all feel that way, but it's like, man, if they lost, I was just like, man, they played hard, they did good, but like I just let it go, and I don't have to sit in the yuck anymore.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to sit in the yuck. I don't want to feel those feelings. So like, but if they win, man, my feelings of joy and elation and jubilation like are elevated because I want to sit in those and I let those amplify.
Yeah.
But it's like you can just shut the other ones down and they don't exist anymore.
That's right.
So that's where I said like I think we'll end it there.
Yeah.
Like good time, but stand for something or you'll fall for anything. Les Brown says that. Like pick something in your life that you want to improve on it and just figure out how to do it.
Yeah.
And we're here to help.
One-pointed focus awareness.
One-pointed focus awareness will rewire everything, but you have to undistract yourself.
That's right.
Put your phone down, put some solfeggio frequencies on, like sound healing. I mean, we'll probably touch on that in another episode, but like the frequency of sound and certain sounds. I listen to solfeggio frequencies every morning when I'm on the treadmill, like warming up my body before I work out. I'm listening to different frequencies.
Yeah.
Like healing frequencies. Like some activate your DNA, some activate just different parts of your body. So like
I listen to
solfeggio frequencies, like that's the best part to, like if you really, really want to dive in and rewire your mind, the best time to do it is while you're sleeping.
Yes, subliminal.
Yeah, so I mean, but you gotta like really listen to stuff before you go to sleep because you just don't want to put a YouTube video on that's gonna have some crazy weird ass messages. Being
great warning.
People will do
great warning.
Stuff on YouTube that you don't necessarily want to be programming your mind with while you're sleeping. Yeah. So find like I downloaded an app called Mind Valley. I think it's like $200 a year. It has nothing but great content, great sounds, like great different events, like programs you can listen to, meditations you can do, sounds. So I would definitely like Gaia or Mind Valley or one of those apps. You know, you're not gonna get like you're not gonna get some. Like the YouTube is a very cool place for a lot of cool meditations, but also they can be programming, with some crazy stuff that you'll wake up feeling a little different. So
vet your content.
Yeah. Vet your content. Yes.
All right. We got positive movement forward, number 8. And that's the physical realm. It's the red one. 49 minutes. Oh, yeah.